Hypervigilance, right? Head on a swivel. You know, downrange, in my experience, it was stop and die, point blank. If we were out in a convoy, which was 3 trucks for my little unit, but anyhow, and we were in sector moving through all the local nationals and whatnot, we'd do things that were called curb jumps. And the curbs over there, the dividers in the road, they're about 12 to 18 inches high. I've seen them take the transmission right out of an 1114 up armored Humvee. You want to stay fluid. You know, you're always moving. You're always trying, if you're in the same sector and same route, you're trying to pick out what that possible threat may be. The piles of trash on the side of the road, the dead animals. You know, there was a point when I was down there where they were taking chicken wire and they were emplacing, or explosively formed projectiles, in this chicken wire, you know, in a varying state, about 3 discs per, and then they'd fill them up with foam and they'd paint them. And it looked like a big chunk of concrete, or it looked like a part of the curb, and you drive by. And I'm here to tell you, on an EFP, it's not forgiving at all, folks. It's going to go right in one side of whatever it hits and right out the other. That's just the way it is. So your head's on a swivel. You know, your heart's almost always in your throat when you're in sector. And, yeah, you're well aware of any last little detail that's going on. SA, situational awareness, as we call it. You know, the big thing in the military, in the Army at least, is complacency kills. And they're right, it does. But this becomes ingrained in you. You know, this hypervigilance. You're always on lookout. You're always wondering what the hell is going on. You know, is that guy over there, is he a suicide bomber? You know, is he using a stake or whatever as a marker so when we drive by it, he's going to blow us up? When I first got to Iraq my first time on the Spit Sea team, the engineers were going through and they were wiping out every last guardrail in that damn country. Why? Because Jihad Joe would take and do this daisy chain crap where behind the guardrails, in succession, they put multiple artillery pieces, and when you came through those guardrails, they just absolutely annihilate you. We lost a couple of good folks my first time down due to that. It's just, you always have to be well aware and expecting the unexpected, because again, you have no idea who your enemy is. They don't wear uniforms, you know, they're not flying their flag saying, here we are, you know. It doesn't work that way. So you come home, and it's ingrained in you. You can't get rid of that. You know, I walk my house probably 3 or 4 times a night. I check my windows, I check my doors, you know, making sure everything's locked. I live in the willy wags. There's nobody out here that's really going to bother me. You know, most people out here fully understand who I am and what I'm about, and they know if they mess around, they're going to lay around. I'm the guy that'll shoot you if you're a jackass. I said I'd shoot you. That is, if you're trespassing on my property and trying to do harm to me or somebody that I love. That's the way that I'm speaking about that, not just for somebody pulling in my driveway and I'm going to start popping rounds. That's not how it is. However, if I feel danger towards myself or one of my loved ones or my friends, then yeah, you're going to see some damn violence if it takes it to make it happen, because that's just unacceptable. So hypervigilance is, you know, it's the predominant issue for a lot of us that come back. You know, just like we were talking about before with the overpasses and the patches and the hot top. You know, people on cell phones, you know, people of certain skin colors. Again, no, I'm not racist. It's just ingrained in me from what I went and did. So it's important to understand that.